Hello and welcome to LFC Transfer Room. Football is back. Oh, it feels good. I've been in mourning for so long. And here we are with Champions League. We've given Jurgen some time. He's had some time to work with the team. What are we expecting? How are we expecting this game to be? And now is the time, really. Now is the time that we're going to find out. We're going to find out how ready we are. We're going to find out if he's made some changes that will have a significant impact on how we play. Not in any Streamlabs, so not in any versions of ours. We're just doing this completely camera, score, talk. So please get involved in the comments. Please get involved in the chat. Football's back. My computer can hopefully deal with this because we're in a bit of a weird state with it today, which is why we're not in any sort of environment or anything like that. So we're going to start with the obvious when we're doing a watch along. What is your score prediction? What do you think the score for this game is going to be? Whack it in chat. Do you think Liverpool are going to win? Do you think it's going to be a draw? How do we think it's going to go down? Helior, good evening, sir. Are you ready to throw us some statistical genius? Because I'm ready. I'm ready for this. And there we go. Liverpool team. Helios straight with their Alisson in goal, Alexander-Arnold, Matip, Van Dijk, Kostas Tomiskas, Fabinho, Elliott, Thiago, Salah, Diaz, Jota. Now, I feel like that front three, if it had started the season, would have had a massive impact for us. I think we would have done infinitely better if we'd have had Jota starting. I think it was really unfortunate that he got injured. And he should be getting closer to match fitness now. So I really think Jota's going to have more of an impact on this season. I think he's going to start to sort of score some goals. We've got to remember he was the third top scorer in the Premier League. And we've been without him. So, yeah, I'm liking the look of this. One of the things that does worry me is Elliott has been dribbled past more than any other player in the Premier League. Any other player in the Liverpool squad, sorry. And that's what's created us so many problems on the counter-attack. The fact that he has been dribbled past, that's let them counter-attack, that's let them attack us. So it's created one or two problems for us. So I'm hoping to see a better and more mature defensive performance from Harvey Elliott today. I think he's been brilliant on attack. I think he's been really exciting. I think he's done so many great things for us. I just think it's time to see a little bit more, what's the word for it? Defensive nous, probably, is what I'm looking for from Elliott today. Because with him being dribbled past so much, I think that's part of the key as to why we've been attacked so much. But score predictions, whack it in the chat. What do you think the score's going to be? Do you think Liverpool are going to cruise this one? Do you think it's going to be an easy win one way or the other? Do you think it's going to be a tricky challenge? Let me know in the comments what score you think it's going to be. In fact, let's do a poll. Let's get that created. Anish saying good that Milner didn't start. I do agree. I think Milner is starting to struggle a little bit. I think it's not fitness, is it? Because the guy's fit. The guy's fit as a fiddle, stuff like that. I think is it reactionary speed? Is that the main problem? Is that why 13-year-olds win the world gaming championships and stuff like that? Because reaction speed's better? I'm not sure. But there's something going on that with Milner that I think something needs to change. I want a formation change. I tell you what. Anish, I want a formation change. I want to see us play three at the back. I want to see a three. I want to see a 3-4-3, to be honest. I want to see, because I think Trent defensively is not working. In terms of he's going forward. If Harvey Elliott gets dribbled past, it's creating space, it's creating problems. So I kind of want to see less of that. I want to see Thiago and Fabinho in central midfield, and then I want the 2 wing backs to have freedom and the front 3 to be able to run around as whatever they want, however they want. So, yep, do want to see a little bit of a formation change. And I tend to agree with you. The chat's getting a bit. Cedric, how are you doing? Jen, good to see you. Are we glad? Are we glad Liverpool are back? I know, obviously, some of you may still be in a state of mourning. I know some of you will be expecting Liverpool to boo the national, to boo the minute silence for the Queen, which I hope doesn't happen. But I understand some of the reasons why people have said it. I just don't think it's practical, in my opinion. And we've probably had discussions on our chats, stuff about it. And I don't want the night to be tarnished by our actions. That does worry me a little bit. Elio with the Ajax team. Let's get that whacked up there. So Ajax have got Passanier, Reach, Timber, Bassi, Blind, Alvarez, Berghuis, Taylor, Bergwijn, Tadic, and Kudus. Kudus? Probably saying that wrong. I find it interesting that Timber ended up not going to Manchester United. I think that's a really interesting move as to why he decided not to go there, because I think the money was on the table. I'm a big fan of Alvarez. I'd actually quite like to see how he plays tonight, because I think he would have been a suitable transfer for Liverpool. So there's some interesting options within this that I really would like to see. Liverpool haven't lost to Ajax since 1966, so knock on wood. Knock on wood indeed. Jen, substitutes, they're a mile long. So bear with me. We've got Gomez, Milner, Firmino, Adrian Núñez, Carvalho, Arthur, Bajayic, Phillips, and Davis. Did that in one breath. It looks to be the 4-3-3 against the 4-3-3, though. But I do like Alvarez at the back. I think he's going to be a good one. Bergwijn obviously didn't work out at Spurs, but I think, again, that's no great surprise, is it? Spurs have a habit of killing off players similar to Manchester United, so I'm not surprised that didn't work. So, yeah, we'll see how we go. Matthias. Hello, all watching on my phone from hospital. I hope you're all right, man. I'm a bit screwed up with nerve pain at the moment. I'm on quite a few tablets for it, but I hope you're all right being in hospital, mate. It's not a great time for football to be back if you're jacked up in a hospital bed. So I do hope you're all right, mate. Jen coming in strong with the super sticker, with the incredible. So again, Jen, thank you. Always appreciated. Thank you very much for getting involved. I'm just looking at the light and it just doesn't feel right. Maybe I need something beaming on my face. Nah, nobody wants that. But yeah, Matthias, I hope you're just visiting somebody, or you're doing one of those I'm reading books to people in hospital, something like that. I had to have an operation yesterday, but you're on the road to recovery. I'm pleased to hear that, mate. Pleased to hear that. I'm pleased to hear you got in for a surgery. Wait times here for non-essential surgeries are crazy at the moment. So again, I'm going to ask score predictions. Whack your score predictions in the chat, s'il vous plaît. Currently on the poll, that's on the website, we have 86% think Liverpool are going to win, 14% for the draw, you negative ninnies. Nobody's gone for Ajax winning, which I am pleased about. Thank you very much for everyone that's done that. Jen says she hopes Arthur gets some mins and we put on a performance. Yeah, I mean, a performance is essential for me. I want to see us outrun them. I want to see us press them. I want to see them put them under trouble. I want to see us do what we do best, which is really sort of attack relentlessly and really put this team under pressure. if you watched, I don't know if you watched the kids earlier when they played against Ajax, they really hammered them with the high press. And one of the young lads, he was quite ruthless in front of goal, to be honest. He bagged a couple. Elio 2-0. Elio's going for a 2-0. And Cedric going for a 3-1 to us. Again, score predictions. There's a poll on there. Let's get involved. We don't have all the bells and whistles going on today, so let's just make it a really bloody chatty stream as opposed to anything else, because I think that's probably best, isn't it? Let's just make it as chatty as we possibly can. Let's have it going constantly. Matthias, I hope you're right, mate. Hope you're right. 2-1. Again, it's a victory, but I think, as Jen put in the chat earlier, for me, it's about a performance. It's about sending a message. It's about being the team nobody wants to play. It's about the press. It's about being difficult. It's about being hated. It's about that fear when someone walks through the door at Anfield. We need to create that team again that is just relentless and constantly relentless. And as Jen has so correctly put, do not forget to like and subscribe. It's one little, I mean, I can see there's 4 likes on the video at the moment, and it's just a tiny little button. You just press the little thumbs up. There's 12 of you in here, 12 thumbs up. It just helps us with the YouTube algorithms. And remember, this is a fan channel made for you, made by fans for fans. You know, I don't make jack all from this. This is just a hobby for me. So the more people we can get involved and have a conversation, the better, isn't it? Oh, someone's gone for Ajax to win on the poll. We've got 8 votes. Been open for 8 minutes. 75 LFC win, 12% Ajax, 12% draw. And as Jen says, do not forget to like and subscribe. And throw the little thumbs up button on the stream. So, closing in, final 10 minutes. Yeah, Helios put it. The Ajax under 19s, Liverpool 4, Ajax 0. I was watching it, Helio. We were absolutely sensational. The high press. If this is the culture of the club from top to bottom, the high press. The under 19s did it spectacularly. They caught Ajax out so many times, and that's how 2 of the goals for the young boy Gallagher, like 2 of his goals were from that high press. And there we go. You know, one day everything's brilliant. The next day you lose 2-0 to Sporting. And you're seen as, you know, suddenly what, a Tottenham in crisis? To Tottenham need to change everything? One bad result. Yes, the high press. Thanks, Matthias. Yeah, sure, the high pressure is the way that you can solve the problem. I don't know why it's going far away from Sean Connery now. It's just going to someone that sounds like drunk on a Thursday night. But I honestly, I can't wait. Can't wait to see some football. Whilst I get, you know, the majority of people are in mourning and things like that, within the UK, there is very much an enforced mourning in our media at the moment, where happiness, fun, and thing is kind of not allowed. So the fact that we've got football back, the fact that we've got a little bit of happiness, enjoyment, and something to look forward to has been really quite important, especially from my perspective, because honestly, every radio station, every TV channel, everything's depressing. I reckon Coldplay are making an absolute killing at the moment. Everything's just, you know, Coldplay, the music you play when you break up with your missus, isn't it? You know, or Moby. So the fact that, you know, we've got something positive. Oh, yes. I'm going to shut the poll down in around about 3 minutes' time. So if you've not had a chance to vote yet, make sure you whack a vote on there. It is now 82% think Liverpool are going to win, 9% think Ajax will win, and 9% think it's a draw. Yeah, I think the certain things couldn't be cancelled because they couldn't pay the respects. So, for example, the cricket, that was the final test match of the entire season for them. So they couldn't cancel that because South Africa would have to go back and everything like that. And then a lot of other stuff like the horse racing did get cancelled. It was all a bit messy. But I think with football sometimes being a little bit tribalistic and not giving and postponing gave people the chance to actually think about what actions they're going to take tonight. But we will see. I'm not hopeful. Come here, +3. Kumas, the future of Liverpool. I do hope so. I'd like to see another youngster make it through to the first 11. It would be really good. And he looks like a finisher. He reminds me a little bit about Robbie Fowler. If that makes sense. The way that Canaher was finishing. Everything went into the side netting. Nothing was near to the keeper or anything like that. So I really like a striker that just bangs stuff into the side netting and just creates opportunity and stuff like that. So I really do think he's probably got quite a good chance of making it through. My only concern with any player like that is he's a little bit small. But if he's Michael Owen, great. If, it's just one of those things, isn't it? Again, if you're new here, please like and subscribe to the video. Only takes 2 clicks and it's brilliant for us and it helps everything. Matty is saying cricket is the most boring sport ever. I think you will find the most boring sport ever is what's it called? What's the one where you do cleaning in it? You push is it stones where you put the stones down and then someone's there with brushes all the way down? I mean, you turn cleaning into a sport. If that's not the most boring sport on the planet, I don't know what is, because it's not even a sport. It's pathetic. And if someone does play stones, then sorry. Oh, curling! That's what it's. Curling's not awesome. Come off it. Jen, I work for an organisation that's involved in the Royals and we're obviously respecting. But I'm glad we have the football as some happiness. Exactly. I do mean curling. I do think curling is the most boring sport. Do you know what? We can have this as a debate all night. What is the most boring sport on the planet? Curling for me is right up there because you can't make a sport out of cleaning. I'm sorry. It's not a sport. And what are you doing? You're just skidding. So for me, curling is the most boring sport. If you can think of a more boring sport, please let me know. Matthias thinks it's cricket, and Matthias likes curling. I've shut down the vote now. 83% Liverpool are going to win. They're throwing the teams on the screen, so we know we're not far away. We're definitely not far away from kickoff. It's going to be a big one. Got a good feeling about this. Golf. Oh, golf. Oh, that's a good one. No, he's not ambidextrous. The reason I compared him to Fowler, Helior, is because all his finishes hit the side netting. And that was a trick Fowler had. I say a trick. It was just he was that good a finisher. And pretty much every shot he ever had always hit the side netting. He never hit the back of the net. Always hit the side netting because he was so accurate and he was such a poacher. And he'd get himself in that position and the ball would just bang into the side of the net. So what I saw from him made me think about Fowler. Not his ambidextrous nature. Or the fact that he is a property mogul, which he may very well be, but I doubt it. Motor racing followed back. I can't believe no one likes cricket. I quite like cricket. Especially T20. If you've never been to a T20 match at night, honestly, you just get a few beers in and playing the music every time someone smashes a four. It's just fast-paced. You could get smashed in the face by a ball. Hopefully someone else does. Oh, it's great. Love a bit of T20. All right, Jen. Dull, dull, dull. Or is that to F1? I don't get F1 to a degree. I like it more this season where overtaking's allowed and stuff, but whoever's got the fastest car wins. Matthias, you used to like boxing, but it's gone too dancing lately. Whereas curling's just all out action, isn't it? It's just blood and thunder with your brooms as you slide along the ice. Oh, honestly, the amount of knockouts you see in curling is just outrageous. Navis with a brush. Just overly aggressive. Now, I've got the game on mute, so someone in chat is going to have to tell me how Liverpool fans react to this minute silence. I hope they're respectful, but if anyone can just let me know what happens in chat. Yeah, I'd like to know. It's just showing a great picture of the main stand, packed with everyone on the feet. It's just spectacular. And the new one being built in the background. Oh, yeah. Ajax wearing their gold and black kit, which makes me think of Goldmember. I love gold. So if I'm talking during the minutes, during the silence, it's because I don't have any audio on or anything like that. I'll try and sort of pitch it, but I can't hear anything because obviously if I had my audio on, you would be hearing that as well. So ice hockey is good. I haven't watched ice hockey since it all got cancelled. Although I have been getting a little bit more into basketball, but it's just too slow. Way too slow. Highlights of basketball are way more interesting. I'll have to go. Do you know what? I'll be in for it. I used to love skidding on little bits of ice when I was a kid, and you know, I've played bowls at school. You know, you do the little ball and it curls round. That's a boring sport. I don't know why that was on our national curriculum. No one was retiring. But yeah, I'll give it a go. I'll give anything a go. However, I will warn you, I have a track record of breaking sweeping brushes just because I push down too hard and it snaps the wood. New York Knicks are my team in basketball. I'm struggling to think of a team in basketball that I like players more than I like things. So currently, I like the Pelicans just because of Zion, because I like how he plays. A minute silence. Let's just put this on mute. It sounded like it was almost respected and there was just a few fans. But yeah, it did sound like it was very well respected. I mean, Liverpool did put some work in, didn't they? Klopp put some work in beforehand to ensure that, you know, people understood how it sort of fits within the category of things. So overall, not too bad on the respectful front, and I am thankful because as a human being at the end of the day, I don't care if she's the Queen of England or anything like that. That means nothing to me. I'm not a monarchist or anything like that. But I believe, you know, someone that means a lot to people has gone and everyone should be respectful. And I'm pleased that to the majority of things we have been respectful. Because, yeah, you wouldn't want anyone to boo your grandma or anything like that if someone was making a nice gesture. So I take it. I'm happy. We move on. We're now playing ball. When in USA sports, I'm full New York fan. Knicks, basketball, Giants, NFL, Rangers, ice hockey. Matthias, you like all that full kit, like all the way. New York, New York, New York. Daniel, mate, doing his first solo video today to camera, just sat there. Daniel and his thoughts and his feelings and what he feels about things, pouring his heart out. Look out for that. So Daniel's going to have a video soon on the LFC Transfer Room. His first solo piece to camera. So make sure you check it out because he's a little bit nervous about it. But I'm telling you, it will go fine. Straight away, Liverpool on the attack. Ball movement, pace. This already looks better. Salah coming inside. So, yeah, I'm liking this already. I'm liking how we're starting to play. Salah's inside the box. You know, all that's good things. So, here we go. Come on. Let's get the Champions League thing back on course. Let's do something positive. Let's make a positive impact. Look at you, Joel Matip. You gangly little brilliant piece of gangle. That made no sense. Trent further wide, Salah further inside. That's how we want to see it. We don't want to see that. Salah out wide and then Trent in the middle. This isn't even a debate, Matthias. It's a flat no. It's wrong. Anyone who does it is a twisted psychopath. End of. Yeah, probably just another mark of respect, to be honest, Helios, so that they could do the minute silence. You know, it's all to do with the state of mourning, isn't it? You don't want that big sort of we're the champions music. That's you, Jen. I'm not surprised. You see, you learn something about everyone every day. Massive into pineapple on pizza. Honestly, I would, if I was the police, I would log everyone that has pineapple on pizza, have them in a database, and when someone dies, that's where I'd start. That's exactly what needs to happen, because they are most likely the psycho that's committed the murder. Matthias and Jen having a love-in about pineapple on pizza. Honestly, it's disgraceful. You should be ashamed of yourselves. You're grown adults. You have pepperoni on pizza and you have more cheese. Oh, to the back post. Ooh. Costas, come on. So if you're not watching the game or you're not doing very well, a bit like that, Matthias, Liverpool have been on the attack a couple of times. One where it got whipped in by Elliott on his left foot to Jota at the back post, but the Ajax defender just got there, and then it came out to the edge of the box to Costas, left-hand top corner of the box. Instead of crossing it in, he went for a wicked strike at goal and just blazed it over like he's playing in the NFL. Matthias saying, I have pepperoni, mushrooms, and pineapple on my pizza. I mean, you're 66% of the way there, Matthias. You are 66% of the way there. You've just got one thing wrong. And that's all right. Everyone makes mistakes in lives. You may have multiple lives, depends what you believe. Everyone makes a mistake in life. And if putting pineapple on pizza is your mistake, that's all right. It's just weird. You've got a tropical fruit, a fungus, and a pig. That don't work. Don't work. Not having it. Liverpool on the attack again, but doesn't really stick at Diaz's feet, and then Ajax are trying to get us on the counter. Trent seems to be a little bit further back. He was in position very quickly. Very, very quickly. What more can you ask for, Jen? How about pepperoni, mushroom, more cheese? There is always room for more cheese. First 5 minutes, it's difficult to gauge anything yet, but pace seems to be in the attack. We seem to be attacking with pace. And that's a better. Harvey Elliott seems a little bit further back as well. Just initial sort of observations. He seems to be not getting stuck in that gap between where Salah wants to go and where Trent wants to go. So that looks to be a little bit better. So that's all moving perfectly at the moment. It's just interesting to see. I will get to your question about steak, Matthias, but and again, I will give you a really strong opinion on that, which is if it's well done. Again, it's an abomination. You don't deserve to eat beef. You should be forced to go vegan if you have steak well done. They should just give you lentils and say be done with it. Steak needs to be as rare as it can be for the cut of meat that you've got. So different cuts of meat have different levels of prioritized rarity. Ribeye and rump and things like that can go to medium due to the fat content. Fillet should be blue practically, seared. And them's the rules and there's no changing. Oh, some good interplay between Salah and Trent. I think really do that. Elliott's taken a step back in his role. I think he's gone a little bit further back, and it's giving Trent and Salah more room to work at the moment. I think he's waiting until they interlink and then doing the overlap, and that looks a little bit better. Yeah, I remember free. I bought my wife a teapot that you put 3 leaves in and it like holds it in a pocket. But yes, I do remember the days. Liverpool with a free kick, edge of the box. Trent whips it in. Great ball. Oh, just in front of everybody. If someone had got something to that. Love steak, medium, no blue or raw for me. Also well done. Oh. You might as well whack a bit of pineapple on top of it as well, Jen, while you're at it. Well done steak with a pineapple skewer. Oh yeah, that gets me, Helio. Actually, I'll put that one on chat. When you walk around London these days, there's a good chance that somebody addresses you with the word blood. What on earth is blood? You need my blood. They do, though. No, they don't. Honestly. I get it's just slang and slang moves and evolves and stuff like that, but blood's just ugh. It's like ting. I hate ting because there's no point in it. There's no point in it existing. It's a good ting. Well, it's a good thing, isn't it? Maybe that's my age. It's a good ting, in it. Glad I don't live in London. Yeah, me too. Me too. If you have joined us, make sure you like and subscribe to the video because, I've asked. So, if someone asks you to do it, then it's the polite thing to do and do it. I have to get out more, I guess. Yep. The thing I hear about London is the fact that you arrive in London, you go underground, you appear wherever you're going, you go to your meeting or whatever, you go back underground, get back to the train station, and then you go back up north to where the hills are. Perth. Oh, yeah. That's a bad one. That is a bad one. Perth, innit? Quick. Liverpool are trying to move the ball quick. I think they need to create like a couple of clear-cut opportunities for confidence. Diaz hasn't really been in it in the first 10 minutes. Jota's getting a bit bullied. It's the best way that I can put it. And it's just, it's getting there. I just want to see that ball move quicker. I mean, their attacker, Kudos, I think it is, just ran and bounced off Van Dijk. Who used to have the audacity to run and bounce off Van Dijk? And that's where we need to get that sort of fear of us back. Elliott is playing a more composed role. It's a terrible ball. Well, letting them go on the counter-attack. But he is playing further back in a more conservative type role, and I think it's going to be better for him. But Ajax and Liverpool, it's probably an even split of the ball so far, with no one really having anything clear-cut opportunity-wise. It's just a bit middle of the parky first 10 minutes, feeling each other out, seeing who gets where. But this is where I want to see Liverpool work and, really outrun Ajax. Costas getting bullied. One-on-one with Van Dijk. Matty is absolutely brilliant, isn't he? Just how good is Joel Matty? Well, I've been to Jamaica, They didn't call me blood there. They called me Sir. Sir Helios of Matthias. Thank you for joining us in Jamaica, Sir Helios. Is there anything that we can get you? In Sweden, it's Sir or Ma'am. Salah on the attack. Oh, I tried to flick it inside. And then Ajax get the ball. We're just getting crowded out a little bit. We're not getting clear to the final third. They're not getting clear to ours, but I think they're getting a bit closer. This is a good counter-attack for Ajax. And he just played that a little bit too early for me. Just a little bit too early. Ajax could have really created a problem for us there. But we're still all just feeling each other out, I find, at the moment. It's not really... No one's really on top. If I was to say anyone's on top, it's probably Ajax out of everyone. But we have counter-attacked at pace and got them a little bit more panicked. Because Luis Diaz is pressing there like an absolute machine. Yeah, it's Elliott some space on the ball. Yeah, it's really not got into the flow of the game yet, I don't think we have. I don't think Nat Phillips was on the bench. He sat on the bench, but I didn't think he was named on the bench. Oh, he is. He is. Porto 0, Club Brugge 1. Club Brugge? Who the hell are Club Brugge? Club Brugge. I've been talking too long. I'm already losing my speech. If you are new here, please like and subscribe to the video. Thank you and please. Liverpool on the attack. Trent. Harvey does the overlap and then Trent whips it in a little bit too near to the keeper. Oh, the keeper's got a top knot. So, I hope he has a bad game. I think you are 100% wrong. I 100% wrong. I think Gomez has one bad match and suddenly everyone's worse. Yeah. You've got to remember the week before Joe Gomez was man of the match by a country mile in the other game that we played, and then he has one bad match and suddenly he's the worst player on the planet. But that's just my opinion. I like Nat Phillips, but Nat Phillips has really has a lot of limitations. A lot to do with pace, a lot to do with sort of his movement and stuff like that. It's good in the air and it'd be good for games where you're getting battered and you need someone to help you clear the lines. But I don't think, in my honest opinion, I don't think he is that great a defender. I don't think he's a top 4 defender, whereas I think Joe Gomez could be England's best centre-back. I'm not getting Matthias's comments either. Maybe Helior is just set you to mute. Maybe he's like, I don't want to hear from Helior, so I'll mute him. Just potentially. 16 minutes gone. Game's really not got going yet for me. Salah, 1-0. The Egyptian king. Oh, he's not scored in so many games. Oh, he's not done this. Oh, he's not done that. Bosh. There we go. 1-0. 17 minutes on the score sheet. One ball. Clean. One. I think that's probably one of Salah's first clean looks that I've seen. Just passes it in. Easy as you like. Egyptian king. All over it. What a player. So it comes from Alisson at the back. Alisson lumps it forward. Diaz wins the header, lands to Jota. The other central defender comes over to Jota. Jota just passes it straight through to Salah. Salah, back of the net. This is why, if Diego Jota had been fit at the start of the season, Liverpool would not be having any problems. He's not only scores goals, but look at what he created there. He created an absolute clean-cut opportunity for Salah to just pass it into the back of the net. Easy. It's that easy for us when we're attacking. Diaz, with his aggressive nature, won the header, gave it to Jota. Jota sucked in the other centre-back, passed it to Salah. Bosh. Not the cooker, as in Bosh, as in Kapow, as in the Beano or comic books. Luis Diaz fighting with them for the ball. He really does give me Suarez vibes at times. What a man. What a player he is. Matthias, I've not muted anyone. Don't know, mate. It might just be that you're on your phone. There might be a delay or something like that. Parsev, the keeper at Ajax, is 38, by the way. So what you're telling me, Helior, is there's still hope for me to become a professional goalkeeper. All I need to do is pull my hair back into a top knot and I might be able to get signed by a football team. To be fair, I still believe that. Now, Karius has signed for Newcastle, which I think is absolutely brilliant in its craziness. Ajax now on the attack, edge of the box. He's going to try and volley it. Oh, is he onside? Clip the top of the bar. Oh, the flag's gone up. He was offside. It's... Helior, I would be a fat, bald keeper. Yeah, do you remember there was a keeper in the English game where there was a Paddy Power had a bet where if he ate a pie at half time and people would win and stuff like that. I mean, they refunded everyone's bet, but because obviously it was all staged. But yeah. Oh, I'm trying to change the graphic, but it's all gone weird. I always forget the graphic, so I do appreciate the nod. Liverpool 1, Ajax 0. Kostas Tsimikas, a couple around him, was belting down the wing. Belting down the wing. Piegate, that's the one, Wayne Shaw. Liverpool 1, Ajax 0. I think Diaz is starting to get his groove in this game. I think he's starting to get comfortable more on the ball. I do like him and Kostas together. They seem to have some weird interplay between them. I think there's something there, and especially with Carvalho as well. But we're moving the... Oh, Thiago is just different gravy, isn't he? So, Matthias, just for you, Liverpool playing some intricate passes, and there was players closing them down, stuff like that. And in one touch, just one touch, Thiago got clean through, loads of space, was running into the space, and then someone just comes sliding in through the side, because that's the only way you can stop Thiago after he's found that yard of space. Free kick to Liverpool, around about 45 yards out, left-hand corner. It's going to be a Costas whipping, I think, to the far post, and we'll see if Big Verge can get his head on it and get us 2-0 up. Costas with the thing. Oh, there's people on the floor. There's bodies on the floor. Whipping. Big Verge. Oh, he tried to cross it. Diaz. Penalty area. Oh, it's went wide. Oh. Big Verge wins the header. Ajax try and clear it. Hits the penalty spot. Diaz, one touch off his chest, brings it down, and then just volleys it, going for the bottom left-hand corner, just wide. Honestly, Luis Diaz is quickly becoming one of my favourite players. And while Salah is more efficient and stuff like that, it's just the level of passion Diaz has for this game it's infectious. Thiago just doing Thiago things. Jota from 30 yards out has a strike again, just wide. Liverpool are really starting to get on top of this game now. Liverpool are really starting to cause Ajax some problems. And I think everything they've been working on the training ground is suddenly, now we're 1-0 up, is suddenly starting to feel a little bit easier. The pressure's off a little bit more, and we're just starting to build this momentum, and things are looking better. Oh, yeah. The Bodies on the Floor song. I used to watch rugby compilations to that song all the time, and Here Comes the Boom was the other one that's really good for rugby compilations. Liverpool are really starting to get on top of this game now. Starting to cause Ajax some problems. We're starting to pass the ball quick, and they're having to slide in to get opportunities. Liverpool are at the best when the other team feels ragged and we're in control. And Thiago is just so good, isn't he? Honestly, I mean, if you are currently watching the game, just his positioning, how he's trying to defend, how he's trying to get himself available is just, Jota free down the left wing from Alisson clearance, so it's 1-on-1. Jota crosses it in 6-yard box. Ooh, Ajax defender gets there. Massively quick counter-attack. Boom. Like the other goal, Alisson straight away gets the ball, bosh, straight out, straight to Jota. Jota manages to get to the edge of the box, inside, crosses it in. Ajax defender just gets there before Salah. Or does it come off Salah? Came off Salah. It's all right. I'll keep commentating, Matthias. I'll keep commentating. Everything major. I'll just walk you through. Blackburn 1, Watford 0. Hedges. Hedges be crazy. Hedge my bets. Hedge along a ding-dong. Right, other Champions League score. Obviously, Sporting Tottenham is a final result, and it's 2-0 to Sporting. Liverpool 1, Ajax 0, Bayern Munich 0, Barcelona 0, Victoria Plaza 0, Inter Milan 2, Bayer Leverkusen 0, Atletico Madrid 0, FC Porto 0, Club Bruges 1, Marseille 0, Frankfurt 0. So Liverpool and Club Bruges, the teams currently playing, are in the lead. Just looking at the Barcelona-Bayern Munich. Barcelona are all over Bayern Munich, according to the stats. And the front three of Lewandowski, Rafinha and Dembele is not bad. They're playing Koundé at right back, which is interesting. But that is currently 0-0 with Barcelona having infinitely more shots. I think they've had 9 shots to Bayern Munich's 1. So that could be an interesting result if Barcelona can turn over Bayern Munich. But back to the Liverpool game. Liverpool 1, Ajax 0. Ajax are starting to get a little bit ragged in a few spaces. This is a little bit more of a composed attack as they come the edge of the box. 2 Ajax players interlink between each other, slams it in. Oh, Koundé absolutely slams that one in the top corner. Thought the 2 players had got caught over each other, but that was an absolute fierce finish from Koundé from his left foot. Tony Yeboah vibes to it for me. Just slammed it that hard into the top corner, hit the top of the bar and bounced down. Ajax from their centre-backs play it down Liverpool's right, feed it behind Trent, and then find themselves 3-on-2. 2 players, Bergwijn and Kudus, arrive at the ball at the same time. Bergwijn gives up his thing, lets Kudus take it on his left foot, and Kudus absolutely hammers it in. There is not a chance Alisson could have saved that. Not a chance. He put so much power, and it literally was top corner, absolute top corner. It's a great goal from Ajax. You can't be disappointed at that absolute cracker of a finish. Liverpool 1, Ajax 1. And before any of you tell me, I'm going to change the score. Here we go. Here we go again. Do we go again like this, or is this just a good goal? So let's see how we go. Keeper chips it out to the left wing. Manages to keep it in. Costas. Come on. Come on. Now, halfway through the first half, getting about there, how are people feeling about how we're playing? I think there's an improvement in how we're playing for me. Whilst it's 1-1, that was a great goal. You can't deny that wasn't a great goal. So now I think it's just a case of momentum, believing that what we're doing is going to cause problems. Yeah, they've scored a goal. It's not the end of the world. Thiago's got control of the game. Diaz and Costas seem to have that side dominated. We just got to keep believing for me. Elior saying Liverpool look far more aggressive and quicker in transition. And Liverpool's big weakness so far this season, the dynamic pressure and sprints, looks better than it did before. And I can completely agree. Donny van Dijk, Trent, he got out positioned and outmaneuvered there. Completely agree. Completely agree. It was, yeah. They played it behind him, didn't they? And ended up getting behind Trent gave them that 3-on-2, which me and Matty had to be pulled out of position, gave Virgil van Dijk 2 defenders, and most importantly of all, no one was stopping that shot. That was an unbelievable shot. Yeah. Absolutely unreal. But now Ajax have a burst of confidence, and we need to kill off that confidence. We need to remind them that, we're the ones that need to be worried. He's done it again, Alisson. He's just bombed it straight out, and this time to Salah on the left-hand side. And Liverpool once again have a free kick because Ajax have fouled them. This seems to be a tactic that Liverpool have got, which is just smashing it deep every time Alisson gets the ball. And it seems to be working because Alisson seems to be able to find one of the front three that's free. Donny, I don't know if I can agree with you on that. I think he was stuck between 2 options. You had Bergwijn going this way. You had Kudus going this way. What's he meant to do? He's defending 2 players at once because Matip's had to go out of position to defend the other player. So what is he meant to do? I think the best thing you can do is make sure that you're in position to block a clean shot on goal. And I think he did that. It's just... Yeah, some goal. I don't think he did anything wrong there. Liverpool on the attack now. Harvey Elliott on the right-hand side crosses it. Oh, Trent, why are you shooting from there? Well, Trent really slammed it in from 40 yards while I was going, Trent, what are you doing shooting from there? Chests it down, volleys it, nearly goes in. Let's see how far away it was from this angle. Oh, that was close. All right, Trent, maybe you can do that. Things are better. Things are looking better. I'm liking how we're playing. It's just we're not playing with arrogance at the moment. We're playing with confidence. And when that arrogance comes, when we believe we're going to score, when we believe we're infinitely better, this is what happens when you've got a lack of confidence. So there's a lack of belief. And I think that's what this team are missing at the moment, that little bit of absolute belief and arrogance that they're the best. Diaz down the left wing. Oh, just absolutely nearly burnt him off. Rake, good job he got the ball then, because that would have been a risky one. If it had caught just Diaz and missed the ball, his feet were all over the place like a spider on ice skates. So it's a good job he got the ball. Yeah, definitely more goals to come in this Helior. It's good chance of this being a goal fest or one team really getting on top for me. But it's not going to stay 1-1 this, not a chance. Alisson nearly got pressured off and managed to find a perfect pass. Diaz down the right. The front three are changing position so beautifully at the moment. But Diaz gets done on the right. And it's a goal kick. But one of the things that I'm really enjoying at the moment is the front three are appearing in different positions. Diaz just, ended up a goal kick, but it was down the right. Salah was down the left not too long ago. Jota's dropping back and letting those two switch positions. This is almost classic Liverpool attacking. You know, Trent's coming late. Costas is interlinking. You know, there's some classic Liverpool ways of attacking here, and less sort of whatever this new version was that Jurgen was going for. So there is definitely more goals in this. There are definitely things going on. There's definitely things to be positive about. We've just got to keep watching this. This is a good game. You're saying not many teams dominate the ball as much as Liverpool, especially at Anfield. Is this planned? I think I don't think we're trying to play the ball around slow. I think we're going quite aggressive in how we attack. I think we're going quite direct. So I think it's almost a tactic that we're just going down. We're just going to go at you when we get the ball. Because when you look at how we attack, it's no build-up play or anything like that. It's just straight at goal. So it's an interesting point that they've had 50% possession. But I think every time we've got the ball, we've just looked at their goal and then just gone for it. Which is a little bit, if you remember, like old Liverpool times, the red arrows, how we were just used to attack, throw everyone at their goal, and people would panic and things would go wrong, and we'd destroy teams in the first 20 minutes of a game. It feels like they're trying to implement that type of strategy. Trent with a corner. Oh! How do you describe this for Matthias? Cross comes in from Trent. Van Dijk diving header. Straight at the keeper. Bounces off the keeper's chest. The header. Hits an Ajax player. Goes straight back into the keeper's chest. Very lucky man. Hope he's played Euro Millions. Oh, Thiago's just flicked a 40-yard pass to Elliott on the left wing. For some reason, Elliott's on the left wing. Fabinho now with a little bit more space. Now Thiago's creating space, flicks it out to Trent. Trent out to Salah. This is what I want to see. Salah taking a player on one-on-one, crosses it back across goal. Oh, you see, we're moving the ball, we're creating space. Thiago is just different gravy, isn't he? The Red Arrows is a football team in Zambia. It's also a fighter jet thing in Britain. They'll be really busy at the moment, though. Trent with the corner, crosses it in deep. No one's there. Can Harvey Elliott get there? No. It was a very good cross. It landed in no man's land. Right. Liking this game. Thiago is just Thiago's really starting to put his imprint on this game. He seems to be finding space. He seems to be finding opportunity. And when he takes the ball in tight areas, he gives the ball to other people in space so that they can do things. I tell you what, this Ajax backline are doing well not to get any cards or anything like that. Liverpool took the free kick quickly. Nothing happened. Matty to Elliott into Salah. Oh, Elliott nearly with a glorious ball to Jota, but it just didn't come off. Oh, Helio, I completely agree, and I've talked about this. I think I refer to it as it's called the Trent attack, and it's not anything. It's not a slight on Trent. It's just Trent's a very offensive player, and offensive players leave space behind them. And so, if I was a manager and I was going to play Liverpool, I would bank on the fact that Trent goes forward, and that will leave space. And Harvey Elliott, for all his brilliance and all his invention and everything that he does, has been dribbled past more than any other player on the pitch. So my attack would be, let's get the ball, let's get past Elliott, let's draw him in, and then let's put the ball in behind the gap that Trent's left. That's how we're going to counter-attack Liverpool. That's how we're going to score goals. And if you look at how Ajax scored, they got in behind Trent. Now, everyone will say Trent could have done better. Trent should have, anticipated it more. But how was the player in a position to put a ball behind Trent? It's because the midfield didn't close him down. And that's where one of Elliott's weaknesses is. So it's not just the fact that Trent got a ball played in behind him. It's the fact that how did a player get so much time to play a ball in behind him? And that's the other part of the equation. And for all Elliott's brilliance, his defensive awareness at this moment in time is that of a 19-year-old. That's my explanation on that. Whether you agree with me or not, that's it for me. That's how teams are moving our defense around. Oh no! Yes, you may have mentioned his 30th. Yeah, they're doing a lot of trust to give him the ball that often. Ooh, that nearly worked out bad. Ajax with some nearly good play to get themselves free. Liverpool won, Ajax won, 5 minutes till half time. Do you know what? I'm going to put a poll up. I'm going to put who the player of the half. And I think for player of the half, I'm going to go... I'm going to go with 3. The player of the half, I've gone with 3 options. Salah, Thiago and Diaz. I think these have been the 3 best players of the half for me. So that poll is open on the chat. Who do you think the player of the half has been? Let us know. We'll shut it just before the start of the second half so that you can tell us who you think the player of the half was. And whilst you're voting on that and you're telling me who player of the half is, if you've not liked the bloody video, like the bloody video. It's not difficult. And if you've not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the bloody channel. It's 2 clicks of a button. You might as well add a third when you're voting on it. So, yeah. Through to Trent. Trent coming inside. Trent. Oh, straight the keeper. Oh, again. Jesus Christ, who's this keeper? Wow. I'll tell you what, though. If that was Salah, Salah would have scored it. But Van Dijk through to Diaz. Diaz passes it through to Trent. Trent cuts inside. Left foot tries to slam it in the near post. Keeper saves it. He then puts across the thing and it hits the keeper again. The keeper, though, I mean, he's not saving it. He's hitting his shoulders and stuff like that. It's, yeah. But I think Trent should have done infinitely better there, but his left foot might just be a swinging stick. Costas taking the corner. Whips it in. Oh, it was going towards Matty, but Ajax got it away. I'm 32. I ain't even a dad yet, so granddad at 38, LOL. Hey, I'm 38. I'm not a dad, so take that as you will. Although technically, I guess I could be a granddad, but I'm not. I've got a dog and a wife. That'll do for me. That's enough hard work. Costas with the cross in. Van Dijk. Oh, the keeper gets it again. We've been winning these headers. But the problem with that cross then is it came in. Van Dijk got his head to it, but it hit the ground around about 3 yards out, and then it bounced up and it just took all the pace off it. Helior with the Trent have several times asked what player has influenced him most on the pitch. His answer has always been Henderson. And that is right. So there's many people that will hate on Henderson, and I've had discussions on this channel before about how Liverpool fans always need to hate a midfielder, and then the second that midfielder leaves, they never hated him. I don't know what you're talking about. We never hated this player. Henderson is going to be that player. Henderson gets so much hate. I never want to see him in a Liverpool shirt again. I never want to do this. I never want to do that. Blah, 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 blah. And the truth of the matter is he is a water carrier. So he allows Trent and Salah to play freely because he will cover the gaps and the errors that they make positionally. And he does it. He did it brilliantly for years. He created space. He moved the ball. I think he took top 1% of balls received in pressurized situations. So like when people just pass it, and all he was doing then is just passing it to either Salah or Trent to let them do something in space. But people will tell you he's terrible, he's rubbish and everything like that. But he is the player that got those two players the freedom to do what they wanted to do. So, yeah. People will hate all they want because, Henderson doesn't have assists and statistics like that, but he'll take the ball under pressure and he'll do whatever's needed to make sure that Salah and Trent explode. And Elliott he's developing, but he's not that player. The dog is downstairs with the wife. I think they are watching some sort of Virgin River or something like that. I don't know. Bridgerton. It'll be a show like that, I reckon. But Liverpool have got Ajax a bit pinned in now. And it's just interesting to see if we keep the ball moving. 1 minute of added time. We need to at least try and get a shot off, but Ajax are pressing us out. This is good pressing from Ajax, to be honest. Half time. Liverpool 1, Ajax 1. The poll is open for your player of the half. Who do you think was the best player of the half for Liverpool? Currently, Thiago is running away with it with 60%. Salah 20%, Diaz 20%. So let me know, let us know who you think the player of the half will be. The only TV shows that Helio watches are Friends, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, or The Simpsons. I think, Matthias, now is the time to rewatch Scrubs. Rewatch Scrubs from the start. That's a brilliant TV show. This is the time. This is the time to follow the story of John Dorian. Henderson is like a butler. Exactly. At least me and you agree, Helio. At least me and you agree. Because everyone else, and including most of the people on this channel, will tell you he is the worst Liverpool player to ever pull on a shirt. Now, I'll guarantee when he leaves, they will say, oh, no, he's always been great for us. He was a great captain. He did this, he did that, etc., etc. But it's just how it goes. Let's see what the lads are saying on the chat. Never understand when the refs come up with added time. I mean, it is a strange one. Jamie Todd, did anyone tell the fans that the minute silence actually ended at kickoff? Has it been like, I've got no sound on this, so I don't know what the atmosphere is like, Jamie. I'm assuming by that comment it was pretty bad. Oh, Seinfeld, I've always loved those slapsticks. Chaplin, Keaton, yep. We've had worse Poulsen and Aquilani, yep. But this is the thing. I'm not going to get into it. I'll just rant about it. So the poll's still open for your player of the half. Salah, Thiago, and Diaz are my three options for you. Who do you think was the best player for Liverpool this half? For me, I think Thiago has made a difference. He's made a big difference. I think we need the FIFA crowd noise at Anfield. Is it that bad? I think there's a hesitancy in Liverpool fans at the moment, and it's really worrying. Like there's many that are trying to hate and not trying to support, and I think for me there's a big difference between a supporter, that's someone who supports a team and tries to make them better through thick and thin, and a fan, which is someone who just either fans the flames of hatred or fans the flames of support. And there's too many people fanning the flames of hatred who I think are fans and not supporters. I don't know if that makes any sense, but for me at this moment in time, people are wanting to hate on everyone like this team's been down in the dungeons for the last 5 years. Not that a team got through to every major final that he played in. And I think it's really disappointing that people want to live in that much hate. The fanning the flames of hatred. The amount of people that just have that level of hatred at this moment, it just doesn't make sense. Helior. I have several friends that work with software programming. They remind me of you, James. Are you a software developer? I am not. The long and short of it is no. I actually run my own company in HR training and HR qualifications. So technically I am HR training teacher professional. I don't know how you define it. I used to run a couple of training companies before lockdown, and then I quit training. I quit doing the training. I quit the companies that I worked for in lockdown because I needed to get away from everyone, and then I set up my own company doing the same qualifications and stuff like that. And I'm in the first year of that business. So yeah, I run my own HR training company because I'm an education specialist, I guess is the best way to describe it. The Ajax keeper is 38, yes, and he's been very lucky with the shots. This is the thing for me. Most of the shots they've hit him. And there's a viral video of a guy just getting hit constantly by a ball, and that's what it feels like for this keeper. Things have just seemed to hit him somewhere. And it's infuriating. It was definitely better than Napoli's first half. I'm just going to leave that comment up there. 11 minutes, the vote's been live. Make sure, you give it a little vote, and whilst you click in, make sure you like and subscribe to the video because, like and subscribe to the video. Well, it's Liverpool 1, Ajax 1. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm not overly happy. I'm not overly disappointed. It's a bit like someone's made you a cup of tea and it's a little bit too milky. And you're like, yeah, still a cup of tea in it. Even though I don't drink tea, I drink coffee. The pen, yeah. Oh God, honestly, that keeper, he's just hit him every time. He's just like that, and then he fell on the floor. It hit the Ajax player, and then it hit him again. Just the amount of balls that just seem to bounce off that keeper this half is unreal. But Ajax have played the part. They're just re-showing the goal. It's a bloody good goal from Ajax, though. You can't be disappointed at that goal. I hope they don't put the milk in first. Again, Matthias, this falls under the rule of pineapple on pizza, well done steak, and people who put the milk in first are all... I mean, you can put the milk in first under one condition. There is only one condition where you can put the milk in first, and that is if you use a teapot to brew the tea. Then you can put the milk in the cup and you can pour the tea in. Still, you should do it the other way, but you can get away with it. But that is it. That is the only exception to the rule. But yeah, I don't know. It's a lukewarm performance, isn't it? I do like that Kudos, though. I think he could be a player, Works hard. He's not afraid to bounce off people. Seems to me he reminds me a bit like Morelos, at Rangers. But a little bit more, a little bit quicker, a little bit more mobile, and yeah, I quite like him. Don't like scrubs, and I like pineapple on pizza. Oh, Matthias, there's no hope for you, really, is there? No hope. No, they're doing an advert for the Europa League. You know, United, Arsenal. Good luck in that. If we don't sort our crap out, we might be seeing you in there. Well, let's look at the other scores. Let's see what else is going on. So Bayern Atletico is 0-0 at half-time. Porto Club Bruges is 1-0 to Bruges at half-time. Inter Milan Victoria Plzen is now 2-0 final score. Bayern 0, Barcelona 0, and Eintracht Frankfurt 1, Marseille 0. Now, when I looked at this Bayern Barcelona, it seems to have evened out now. Bayern Munich and Barcelona seem to have equal possession. Bayern have come back into it because Barcelona were all over them at the start. I think they had 9 shots to 1. But it's an interesting lineup from Barcelona. Their front three is Rafinha, Lewandowski, and Dembele, with Gavi, Busquets, and Gonzalez, Alonso, Christensen, Ajero, and Koundé playing right back. So it's an interesting lineup. It's quite a strong one from Barcelona. The other one that interests me is Sporting beat Tottenham. That was 2-0, but there was 2 goals in the 90th minute, the 90th minute and the 93rd minute. So that was... Conte will not be happy with that, will he? Pretty even split of the game as well. Sporting had more possession, same amount of shots, 1 more shot on target. So Sporting really gave Spurs a game and then really took it at the end and really sort of out sprinted Conte team. Now, again, Helio, there is only one right answer for this. There is only one right answer for what goes on a bacon sandwich. There's 2. Maybe 3. There are 3 things that can go on a bacon sandwich. One is more bacon. More bacon can go on a bacon sandwich. There is no such thing as too much bacon on a bacon sandwich. Number 2 is an egg. So sauce, a runny yolk, that is an acceptable sauce for a bacon sandwich, oozing over it. Brilliant. The 3rd is brown sauce, and only brown sauce. Anyone who has ketchup, anyone who has mustard, anyone who has mayonnaise are just plain bonkers. It is brown sauce and a runny egg are the only 2 acceptable sauces on a bacon sandwich. Yep, HP. Daddy's is acceptable. Anything's more acceptable than ketchup. Oh, yeah, Elliot, it really didn't do it. That shot from him, honestly, was pin perfect. I don't think he could have done... I don't think he'll ever hit a ball more accurate, like, in the top corner than that in his entire career. It was that accurate. It was a good one. I'm just enjoying watching football, though, really. It's just nice to have it back. It's just football. Oh, that's quite a nice advert. An advert here saying online abuse leaves a scar, and I quite like it. I mean, it's true, so. I quite like that. Right, so, oh my God. I tell you what, I don't know if anyone's got a LinkedIn account. But some of the stuff you get on there, if you do have one, is just utter garbage. George Swift invited you to attend. You know you're great, but you struggle to communicate it. No. Tom Jacobson invited you to the Business Innovations Expo. No. I mean, how people like just it's just weird. Like, there's so many people that just have these weird things. But anyway, I'm just ranting. I'm ranting about LinkedIn, which is different. Right, second half, nearly on the way. Here we go. Come on, we're going to get one. We're going to get this done. We're going to teach them a lesson. You know, their keeper's, he's been on the floor a few times. He's probably broken his hip. I don't know why I'm making that joke. I'm 38 myself. We can do this. I need to close the poll. Let's see who the player of the first half was. According to the poll, we're closing the poll. Thiago stormed it, didn't he? 66% of the vote went for Thiago, 25% of the vote for Salah, 8% of the vote for Diaz. I think it's fair to say that Thiago probably was the player of the half, but obviously Salah got the goal. And Diaz just makes it at the moment because he's the only one that seems to put in absolute maximum effort. You know. But we'll come on to the second half. Liverpool attacking the Kop. We're ready. We seem to be pressing. We seem to be sprinting. Oh, nearly in the first movement of the game. The Ajax defender takes a shot. Diaz just sprints into to press him and just manages to get the ball away. Liverpool on the attack. Elliott out wide. Costas whips it in. Deflected, first corner. Here we go. We're hitting it hard. Hitting it from the start. And I know you're all worried about this, but don't you worry. Club Brugge, they're not going to get pegged back. They're 2-0 up. Sawa has scored. Don't know how you pronounce it, so I'm just going with Sawa. Liverpool corner. Oh, nearly to Diego Jota. Diaz knocks it out to Costas. Costas, oh, fake dummy. Good cross. It doesn't beat the first man, sadly. Oof, Kudos. It's a big, powerful guy. Now, they're on the counter-attack. Bergwijn driving in. Oh, that's not a pen. That's a dive. It's 100% a dive. Now, Liverpool on the counter-attack. Jota running inside. Jota, oh, straight at the keeper again. Just goes bang straight into the centre of him again. Why does everything we're shooting at goes directly at the keeper? Right, let's have a look at this. Is this a pen? No, he dives. It's 100% a dive. And then Jota, three around him, manages to wiggle free, takes the shot, bang, straight at the keeper. It's like we don't know that we can shoot, either side of him. Everything is straight at the keeper. I don't know why they don't think, why don't we know that we can shoot left and right at the keeper? All right, we start again at the back this time. Joel Matip. I haven't seen Matip go on a foray, on a Matip explosion. This looks like it's set, doesn't it, for Darwin Núñez to come in and make a difference. Great drive from Matip. Matip to Jota. Jota push down. Free kick. I don't get how Ajax players are not starting to get cards for this, because this is like constant fouling whilst we're on the counter-attack. Like every time we're starting to get some momentum towards their goal, they're just knocking us over. They're knocking the player running with the ball over. And for some reason, there are no cards coming out from the referee's pocket. Now, there's part of me that likes that, but at the same time, when it's constant, it's just a bit much, isn't it? Barcelona 1-0 up. Hernandez. I really want to know how you say this, because I really hope the Club Bruges player, because I really hope it said Sawar. It's probably not. It's probably something like Gary, but Sawar would be better. Ajax on the counter-attack, goes out of play. I tell you what, though, Costas is doing a good job of nailing down his place. I know Klopp's intrinsically loyal and stuff like that, but Costas is showing something here. That was lucky by Trent. Liverpool back on the counter-attack. Harvey Elliott tries to flick it over, header to the keeper. Ajax try to build from the back. I'm enjoying this. It's like teams are trying to build from the back and go, and then the other team counter-attacks, and it's a bit of back and forth. Come on. Another free kick. Not a card in sight again. Straight through and behind. Meh. Have I missed anything? Had blood pressure checked again. What's your blood pressure, Matthias? Give me the codes. Give me the numbers. Give me the digits. I need to know if I need to worry about you. 102/40. No, you're not missed anything apart from Ajax going through the back of our players when we're on counter-attack, and no cards have been given. Trent taking the free kick. No, Costas whips it in. Ajax get there. That's a good cross, that again. Come on, lads. Oh, Olsen makes it 3. Club Bruges destroying Porto. Absolutely destroying them. 130/80 it was. That's not bad. It's a little high, but, you know. Bit less pineapple on your pizza, you'll be fine. What you need to reduce your blood pressure is more cheese, less fruit. But in all seriousness, I think that's elevated, isn't it? It's not hypertension, I don't think, but it is elevated when it goes that high. So maybe you just need to, do some woosahs. You need to bring it down. I probably think they want to see it in the 120s, to be honest with you, mate. 130 is borderline for hypertension, if I'm completely honest with you. But it all comes down to just deep breathing and stuff like that. You can reduce your blood pressure just by simple stuff like that. Welcome to Doctor Talk with James whilst watching football. The way we give you a medical advice that we are untrained to give. Right, here we go again this time. Oh, Ajax offside. They're a bit bitty in the counter-attacks at the moment, Ajax. Liverpool are pinning them back, and look at that, the ball straight in play. Liverpool actually trying to put the ball in play. Liverpool trying to keep it moving. Liverpool trying to do it. There we go. Elliott. Bayern 2. Oh, minute. Oh, yeah. Bayern 2. Liverpool. Not Liverpool. LFC Transfer Room. Dr. James. Hi, welcome to Dr. James, where we talk about your issues. Not that. Oh, this one. There we go. Bayern 2, Sane. Barcelona started well and ran out of gas. Is it because they've got an old man up front? Who knows? It's a cracking ball. Matty manages to get there and flick it out of play. I tell you what, this Kudos could do some damage in the Premier League. I'm telling you now. He's built for not a top 6, but a Villa or an Everton or that type of club that just needs a destroyer up front. He's that type of player. Oh, Matip steaming through with his Matipness, and then tries to do the glory ball and it just don't come off. If you are new here, please leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. Normally we have like jazzy lights and stuff like this, but we're doing it basic bones today. Just because change in it blood. So that's what we're doing. But if you are new here, please like and subscribe to the video. We make videos every day. It's a fan channel made by fans for fans. So, get involved. You'll find that we're actually not too bad. Diaz nearly on the counter-attack. Come on, lads. We seem to be getting stuck as we try to attack with pace. It's just the final. We either get knocked off whilst we're driving at their goal, or we just seem to just play the bad pass. Some of it's just not quite clicking at the moment, and we just need to see not penetration, but just a little more calmness, I think. To which Thiago nearly plays a glorious ball over the top, but Diaz just can't quite get it under control as a Ajax player throws himself on the floor like he's been shot. Here comes the Everton tactic of just diving on the floor constantly, wasting as much time as you possibly can, making it seem like every stoppage in play is played out for as long as you possibly can. Basically, the tactic Newcastle used against us. I hope it's not where Ajax go, because it's very anti-football for me. Salah manages to get the goalkeeper's clearance, but he doesn't keep it in play. We're in the second half. Does anyone want to change the score predictions? I know Jen went for a 9-0. It's not looking likely, to be honest now, Jen. Mainly because Ajax have scored. 9-1. 2-1, Matty has said. 3-1, I think Helior said. I think a lot of score predictions are still in the game, still playable. Liverpool are just starting to slow down in the possession as well and not be as direct. I think that the plan's just got to be to get Thiago on the ball and just let him do his thing. Just let him move the team through. Jota seems to be not picking up as many good positions. It's just... Yeah, they're trying to force it a little bit too much. Instead of moving the team around, they're trying to force it down the right-hand side, or they're trying to play someone in over the top and stuff like that. And it's just, you've just got to show a little bit of patience, put a little bit of pressure on, and they'll make a mistake and you can take advantage of it. But we're just not doing it that way. Everything seems to try to be the final ball. Oh, whoa. You're never going to believe this. So we started again the counter-attack. Straight through the back of Jota again. And someone finally got a yellow card. Believe it or not. Finally, someone's been yellow carded for it. I'm as shocked as you are. Flabbergasted. Thiago takes it quickly, lobs it towards Matip. Matip gets his head on it. It's coming Salah back post. Oh, Daley Blind knocks it out for a corner. Oh, no, it's a goal kick. How is it a goal kick? Oh, there we go. Thiago lobs it over. Matip with a header. Oh, nobody took... Oh, Daley Blind plays it into Salah. That's a lucky little move. Oh, there we go. Liverpool are putting a press on. Can he be offside from a throw-in? I don't think he can. Oh, Kostas Temiskas with some bloody good defending. Oh, then he humiliates him. That's what you want to see. Kostas is playing a good second half. Not attacking-wise, but defending-wise, he's putting the work in to make sure that Liverpool are safe. Diaz with a crossfield ball to Salah. Oh, Salah nearly takes it first time. I don't get how that's not a foul on Salah. It's just usual stuff, like Ajax are just attempting to bully them off the ball, attempting to bully Salah off the ball. I mean, look, he's just pushing him away. He's literally, they've just shown the replay, he's literally pushed him away, like up in the air and away, and it's still not a foul. It just makes no sense. But we're starting to put pressure on, move the ball around, give Thiago a little bit more of the ball. Things are starting to feel, the distance covered, we are 0.02 kilometres behind Ajax. So we're running more. We're not on top yet, and I think we should always be on top. That's always my preference when it comes to us running. But, yeah. Diaz from long range, come on, don't start doing that. We don't want to see that. Kostas down the left. Keeps control of the ball. Gets it to Thiago. Thiago to Diaz. Diaz to Elliott. Elliott's just making sure that the ball keeps moving today. He's not trying to do anything spectacular. Oh, Matip completely totaled them on the counter-attack. I will take it. Oh, Matip gets a yellow card. Our first one of those, Matip gets a yellow card. They've done at least 10 tactical fouls whilst we've been counter-attacking. And we've been in their half, attacking in their half. They've got one yellow card. Matip does it once in their half, and he gets a yellow card. I mean, that's just mental. You're right, Helio. The final moments haven't been effective. But it's nice to see us starting to build more pressure. Byline, crossfield. Oh, that could have gone. That could have gone anywhere. Diaz controls. Diaz tries to pass it in. Again, we're trying to create opportunities here. This is good. We're starting to build pressure. Building pressure leads to mistakes. Mistakes leads to goals. Matip. That's Trent. Trent all the way back to Alisson for some reason. There we've got Nunes and Carvalho getting ready to come on here. So we're going to inject a little bit of pace and a little bit of power into this. Salah into Trent, into Harvey Elliott. I tell you what, Elliott's done well there. He must have got tripped over about 4 times, kept control of the ball, kept us moving forward. Salah through. Oh, Elliot. No. Right. I'm getting ready to explain it, Matthias. What happened is Fab wins the ball around about 5 meters away from their thing, flicks it over to Salah. Salah's one-on-one with the keeper. It looks like Salah was offside. Elliot comes, corner of the 6-yard box, keeper's out of position, hits it with his right foot, side netting. But I think it had been ruled out because I think Salah was offside. But Nunes and Firmino are coming on, actually. Interesting. So attacking subs, more strength in the front three with those two. Tell you what, in this second half, though, Matip has been top-notch. Top-notch. And, Matip's been doing good things, winning the ball back high, playing the ball well, keeping it moving. Ajax on their attack in our 6-yard box. Virgil van Dijk clears it, shouts at Thiago. There we go. Things are getting interesting. Pressure is building. We were building pressure on the Ajax. This is some relief for them. Whew. Ajax pass it all the way back to the halfway line from a throw-in, which is a bit of a strange move, all the way back to the goalkeeper. Now, remember, he could throw his hip out at any moment. He's 38 years old. He distributes it down the right-hand flank, one-on-one with Trent. Trent, brilliant defending there, takes it straight from Bergwijn, and then crossfield balls it to Diaz. Will Diaz keep it in? Diaz does keep it in and sprints away. Diaz is now through, coming towards the 6-yard box. Oh, he tries to just take it on the inside and slam it in the near post. And it just ricochets off their thing. It was definitely onside. Trent, if he'd have got the ball a little straighter and a little bit thin, Diaz would have been through one-on-one, but he still got towards the edge of the box. Jota was coming in. Timber played it well, actually. Timber played quite well. Harvey Elliott off for Roberto Firmino. Interesting. So is Firmino playing as 10? Jota off for Nunes. So are we doing the 4-2-3-1? Is Firmino playing midfield? Corner coming in. Firmino gets his head on it. Only flicks it on. Salah one-on-one. Salah pumps it back to Trent. Trent outside of his foot. Matip. Come on, Matip. Slam it in. Nope. Liverpool playing ping-pong. No one's prepared to really sort of take a shot. Matip was there on the 6-yard box. We're building. Pressure's building. We can do this. Klopp's got a smile on his face. That's always a good sign. We just need to continue to build this pressure. But I don't have a clue why Matip was the player in the centre of the 6-yard box when he was on the left-hand side and Nunes wasn't there. Ajax players now going down with cramp. Do you not think the Ajax manager looks like he should be starring on, like he's from Mars Attacks? It's just an interesting observation. Right, so Jorg Sanchez is on for Davin Reich, something like that. Liverpool have brought on Darwin Núñez and Roberto Firmino. Firmino on for Harvey Elliott. So what position is Firmino playing? Is he playing a 10? That's what I want to know. Firmino drops back. Diaz. He is playing a 10, isn't he? Trent. Out to Costas on the left wing. Darwin playing some balls, diving into the box. This is what we want to see. We want to see someone running into the box at full pace. What's Mars Attacks? Matthias, you need to watch some movies. You need to watch some movies. It's just called Mars Attacks. It's completely ridiculous, and you'll probably hate it, but it's just funny. Costas is doing some good work down this left-hand side. It's just his crosses aren't really getting anywhere. Costas's crosses are a little bit loopy at the moment, as opposed to driven across the thing and it's just someone to hit. He's looping the crosses, and it's just giving people time to get in position. I agree, Helio, but the 4-2-3 one's interesting because Liverpool rarely change formation. You know, how often can you really think of a 4-2-4 is really what we used to do, but this is very 4-2-3-1. Oh, Salah getting caught there. Matip coming through like a boss. But this is it now. This is where we need to run. This is where we need to put some miles in our legs. This is where we need to drive through. This is where we need to create opportunities and sort of get the ball crossed in at pace and at power. You've got two good players in the area in Firmino and Nunes. So let's utilize the power of these two brilliant. It's nothing like Morecambe Mindy, Matthias. It's just. It's nearer to Spaceballs or Naked Gun, but with a international, alien theme than it is Morecambe Mindy. And if you don't know what Spaceballs is, then I can't help you. Costas, I tell you what, Costas is having a great second half as well as Matip. But where we're lacking now is in attack. Kudos got through one-on-one, just hit it as hard. Oh, it was offside. Oh, it was way offside. And then he just hit it straight at Alisson, so... All right, Liverpool playing out from the back. Can we actually get a clean shot for one of these strikers? You'll find it on probably most streaming services, or you'll find it on YouTube now because it's that old. But just give it a watch. It's 2 hours of your life. You'll never get it back, but it's funny. It's the end is kind of the funniest part, and I'm not going to ruin it for you. I'll just tell you that the end part is the funniest part. Diaz driving through. Now Nunes can... Oh, there we go. The number 2's just dived on the floor. And as you know, when you put pressure on a defender and the defender throws himself to the floor, every bloody time the defender gets a foul, even if you barely touch them. Because that's the way it goes. 72 minutes gone. Liverpool 1, Ajax 1. Liverpool have changed formation to a 4-2-3-1. We have Darwin Nunes up front. We have Firmino playing at the 10. We have Salah on the right. We have Diaz on the left. Thiago and Fabinho in centre. In the second half, I would say the two best players have been Matip and Kostas Tomiskas. Nothing on attack seems to have worked or come clean. So we need to build some more pressure and build some clean opportunities. Kostas has been outrageously good this second half in terms of creating space. His problem has been his final ball is just a bit loopy. It just hangs in the air a little bit too long. It's just like Jordan in the dunk contest. It just hangs there and you don't know for how long. Trent takes the corner, bang, straight on the money. hits Matty over the bar. But it was a good cross, good opportunity. Liverpool just need to capitalise on this. They need to build pressure. Favourite movie, mine is Gladiator. I just think it's a great story told brilliantly. I think Joaquin Phoenix is unreal in it. I prefer him in that than I do Joker. I just think he plays it incredibly well. Die Hard is, it's a Christmas movie, isn't it? It's the best Christmas movie of all time. Thiago starting to find space. If he can link with Firmino in that sort of 10 role, there's no reason we shouldn't be creating clear-cut opportunities. But Ajax are now on the counter. They play to Kudus. Kudus trying to use his pace. He doesn't really get it under control. So it all gets a bit bitty. And then Trent manages to steal the ball from them. And they try and counter-attack again. Oh, just comes straight in and takes the ball from Thiago. Thiago just stands there and argues. And Ajax get on with it. So now Ajax cross it into the box. Oh, Daley Blind should have scored. So Ajax play it out wide to the right-hand side. Their right-hand side. And Liverpool players are arguing with the ref. Blah, 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 blah. And then they cross it. Two players on the left-hand side, their left-hand side, so Trent's side. Trent goes with the nearest player to the ball. Daley Blind gets a free header, puts it wide on the other side. So Liverpool let themselves down there. Should have been defending that better, and they play to the whistle. They shouldn't be arguing with a referee mid-game, but this tells you a little bit about the mentality that they're in at the moment. They just need to just believe that they can do it and push it. Matip taken down by Kudus there. Really drove back with him. Will Kudus get a yellow card? No. Just a free kick. And then Liverpool play it quickly, but they're playing it so quick that they're losing control of the ball. So now Ajax have it, but Bobby Firmino wins it back with pressing. Trent's in the middle of the pitch in a 10 position as well. Salah therefore pushed out wide. Salah plays it in near post. And it's gone out for a goal kick. The best chance of the second half has come for Ajax by a mile. Liverpool have been dominant in the middle of the park, but they're not being cleaned through. Salah now down the right-hand side, one-on-one. Seems to be getting pushed around a little bit by this Ajax player. I mean, he's a big unit. Flicks it back. Liverpool play it out now to the left-hand side. Thiago takes a shot from miles out, straight at the keeper. All our shots are always straight at the keeper. It's like we don't know that we can shoot either side of him. Thiago flicks it from the left-hand side of the box, flicks inside, and then creates space for himself, and then just whips a shot. Not enough power on it, straight at the keeper, straight down his throat. Thank you very much. Gives Ajax a chance to build from the back. And Ajax try and go again. Ajax now seem to have got an overlap against Liverpool, coming down the right-hand side. Playing it in, trying to come in from the centre of the box, playing it around. There's someone hanging out behind Trent. Again, Trent's left out wide. Overlap, they cross it in. Alisson's there very quickly for this one, claims it. Flicks it out really quickly, lets Salah And Nunes come on the counter-attack. Nunes puts the speed on, and he's getting bullied by Ajax player. I don't know who he is. This number 3 defender for Ajax. It's a strong defender. He's a big unit. He's actually very quick and quite a good defender, to be honest. Bassi. There we go. Milner giving Trent some secret advice before he takes the corner. Van Dijk looking to the heavens. It almost feels like this is meant to be. This is going to be the magical moment. This is going to be where Trent whips in a ball, lands on someone's head, and it just goes 2-1. Trent whips it in, far post. Van Dijk gets his head on it. Hits the Ajax player. Nothing really happens. I built this up way too much. Costas now about to whip it in. And now an Ajax player's throwing himself to the floor, holding his face like he's been shot from a sniper. So the header that Van Dijk didn't have a lot of power on hit him in the face, and he went down 2 minutes, like 10 seconds after the fact, so that he could stop Liverpool's next counter-attack. It's just, oh, come on. They're annoying me now. They're annoying me the way that they're... it annoys me the way that teams play the minutes against us at the moment. You know, oh, I'm really injured. No, you're not. You're not really injured. You're just playing like you're injured. And it's a consistent tactic that a load of them are using it. And I don't know. For me, it's an unethical tactic. But I get it's sport and it's the way that it goes and blah, blah, blah. You know, I can't say I've not gone down in a game of rugby to give the team some time to recover when it's all gone a bit chaotic. So I kind of get it, but yeah, it still annoys me. Oh, Liverpool playing a bit of intricate ball, and it just comes apart at the last moment. Liverpool quickly out wide. Salah sets it. Trent whips it in, 6-yard box. Ooh. "81 minutes gone, final 10 minutes. Can Liverpool get a goal?" I mean, they're playing around the edge of the box, but they're just not creating clear-cut opportunities. Ajax on the counter-attack have had clearer opportunities than we've had. I used to play Union. I started playing League, and then I moved to Union, but I don't play anymore because, you know, I'm old and my spine is ruined. And my thumb is ruined, and many other things are ruined due to playing rugby. But I wouldn't change it for the world. My liver's probably ruined from it as well, but you know, I don't want that checked. Right, come on, Liverpool. Let's put a few passes together. Let's build a bit of pressure. Let's move the ball from side to side, and let's make them make a mistake. Stop trying to force the issue. They're trying too hard to force the issue at this moment in time, and it's creating problems. Matty again driving forward, plays a brilliant ball to Firmino. Firmino to Salah. Salah to Nunes. Nunes puts it wide. That was his first clear-cut chance. And he put it wide. It's brilliant play, brilliant interplay. And he just catches it on the heel of his foot as opposed to the main part of his foot. I think if he caught it properly, he'd have comfortably put it in. Nunes trying to get the crowd going. I don't know if anyone's got the volume on watching this. If you can tell me what's the crowd volume like. Are we creating the atmosphere? Are we creating the buzz? Or is it just a bit flat and a bit tension-filled? It's a nice way of putting it, isn't it? Ajax go again after their latest injury crisis. Bassey getting closed down by Firmino and sends him. Tell you what, I like this Bassey. I like him as a defender. Liverpool are at least trying to do everything quickly. They're trying to move the ball quick. They're trying to make opportunities quick. They're trying to go quickly at goal. It's what we want to see. Firmino, who was onside. Nunes, great space. Oh my God. Trent with the corner. It's just ping pong, isn't it? Thiago was brilliant there. How is that? How is that a free kick to them? Some of these decisions just make no sense. Ajax now on the counter. Outside the box, creating some space. There's an overlap on Trent's side to get it out to Daley Blind. And they start to build the pressure, cross it in. Got it cleared out. Thiago quick, trying to get the counter-attack going. Puts it over the top to Darwin Nunes against Bassey. Bassey's a good player for me. Don't think he'll get done there yet. Puts some pressure on him. Tries to pass it to Salah. Makes him run back a bit. Liverpool don't seem to be getting it right in the final pass, but Thiago's trying his best. Again, Thiago tries to put it through. Will the keeper get there? Yep, the keeper got there. And now the keeper will stay down for as long as he possibly can. Wouldn't surprise me if he plays like he's injured again. It's just constant error attacking. Like we're just letting them off, really, in my opinion. Like we're not building the pressure. We're trying to force the issue. And we're not letting them make a mistake. Now, that's just my opinion, but I think if we were to really try and build the pressure on them, I think they would probably make a mistake, but we're just trying to force the issue. We're trying to force the pass through. There's just a lack of confidence in our ability to create open opportunities. So here we go. You know, we come up to the final probably 5-7 minutes. And I don't know what the Ajax head coach is upset about. They've done nothing but waste time. Trent flicks it to Virgil van Dijk. Van Dijk starts to drive forward with the ball out to Costas. Costas running at theirs. Crosses it. Great cross. Salah, edge of the box. Loops over, hits the bar, goes out. That's got to be a corner. Oh, that could have been an easy goal. That could have been a fluky goal that we'd deserved in my book. Salah flicks off Bassey's leg. All right, he didn't deserve to be the reason. Drops over the keeper's head, hits the outside of the post. Lucky, breathed a sigh of relief. Here's the cross. Costas doing it. Big numbers in the box. Matip. Hey. Let's go. Joe Matip. It's been given. Oh, I thought they cleared it off the line. But no, he must have gone off on the watch. Joe Matip, 2-1 Liverpool, 88th minute. Joe Matip deserves this. I think he has been one of our better players in the second half. Liverpool 2, Ajax 1. Joe Matip. The man, the myth, the gangly legend, the spider, the daddy long legs. Here we go. Crosses in. Oh, yeah, definitely a goal. 100%. Definitely a goal. Not even close. I mean, fair play, tried to get it out, but Matip gets his head on it well. And yeah, I feel because it's Bassey that Matip's beaten to the ball. And he's just put it past him. Joel Matip over the moon. Do you know what? I was like, there's not much difference between Matip and Gomez, but let's be brutally honest here. The way Matip has played in this second half in terms of helping this team move forward, helping this team progress, helping this team drive forward, to move the ball, to gain control, you can't say anything other than Joel Matip deserves to be our first choice centre-back with Virgil van Dijk, because the way they play together is just telepathy. There are 4 minutes of added time. I don't know where the other 6 minutes of added time have gone that we should be getting, but we're 2-1 up, so I don't give a toss anymore. Here we go. Number 7, the road starts now. Change the score graphic. Yes, I will, Matthias. How could I be so careless? And see, this is when you bring on James Milner. This is what James Milner is here for. This is what we expect James Milner to do, which is foul somebody, waste time, argue, create bickering, do horrible things, put in some work, sprint up and down the pitch. This is Milner's time now. This is the only time Milner should be coming on. This is the only time Milner should be playing. This is the only time Milner should be introduced, which is at a time where we're running out of game and we need someone to do some dirty work. I'm not sure he's worth 120 grand a week just for this role, but this is what Milner should be doing. Right. Nunes wins the header, flicks it towards Salah. Blind blitzes it away. It's Trent. We've got a bit of time. Trent out to Salah. Salah's taking his time. Relax. Come on, get me Blind. Yeah, this is the right attitude. Salah's wasting time. Oh, he's going to the corner. Oh, he tries to take on Trent. Doesn't work. What's he giving that for? Right, so this ref has been wildly inconsistent at times. Ajax players have fouled us on counter-attacks at least 10 different times and taken us out. And he's only given one yellow card. We do it once in their half, and he gives Matip a yellow card. And then it bounces up and hits Costas' arm, not like even massively. I think it grazes it, and he stops the whole game and gives it to Ajax. It's just the level of inconsistency is what's pissed me off. Ajax trying to bomb it forward. Liverpool, you see, we seem more comfortable when they're coming at us. Milner, there we go, Milner. Just get into him. Dig around. Do your Milner work. Matip clears it. Firmino smashes it into one of their players. It goes out for a throw-in. calm down, slow it down, ease it out, blah-de-da, la-de-da, blah, blah, blah. Oh, now we can see Liverpool fans are in voice. There's Bajay coming on for Thiago Alcantara. Now, let's get a cheeky little man of the match poll going. I'm going to give you three options. I'm going to go with Thiago. I'm going to go with Matip. And I'm going to go with Costas. Because I think in the second half, those are the ones that have made the most impact for me. So, who's your man of the match? Whack it in a poll. Let me know who you think has been your man of the match. For me, I'm stuck. I think any of these three are a valid man of the match, because I think Thiago has definitely controlled the rhythm of the game. I think Costas has been sensational down the left, and Matip's obviously got the winner. Full-time whistle goes. Liverpool 2, Ajax 1, Liverpool have won. There we go. Everything is moving forward. Everything, this should be the start of the season. This is where we're going to build from, because we played well. We controlled it. Matip seemingly was very important to how we played, very important to how we move forward. Great performance. We created space. Tell you what I did like as well. Firmino in the 10 role when he came on. Firmino created space in the 10 role. He pressed high. He created problems. He did Firmino things. And I actually think in the next game, I'll say it now, I would start Firmino in 10 and I would drop Harvey Elliott. I think he offers a little bit more defensively, Firmino. I think he helps us do a higher press. And I like how he interlinked and dropped in and created space. I think if him and Thiago can get a connection going, we could do some amazing things and destroy teams. Yep. Whilst I think Harvey Elliott's got our biggest future, for me, I want to see Firmino try and take that role forward. I want to see him play 10 a little bit more. I want to see him in midfield. I want to see him play through balls. I want to see his counter-attack. And as of now, it is Matip's role as centre-back. It is Costas' left-back. They have confirmed they are the best choice for those positions. For me, Matthias got it right with his prediction, 2-1. Votes are coming in. Thiago seems to be taking it down. Obviously, there's going to be a match reaction with us in around about 15 minutes' time, but it has finished. Liverpool 2, Ajax 1. Football's back, apart from this weekend. But here we go. Thank you for everyone that's joined in. Make sure you like and subscribe to the chat, to the whatever. I've been talking for 2 hours straight, so yeah. Thank you very much for everyone that's joined in. It's been a blast, and I will catch you on the next one.